You are welcome to our tribe.
Truly, the Mother Punga has bestowed her wisdom upon you, and your mind has been expanded. That is merely the sensation of your consciousness rushing to embrace its true potential. It is the feeling of having no boundaries, no limits. Yea, though your body will bear the scars of the ritual, your soul shall be forever strengthened by the experience. You are now welcome in our cathedral. Enter, enlightened brother. We espouse the expansion of the perfect mind and the rejection of the corrupt physical. The material world is destroyed and imperfect. We seek to release our minds from their tainted cages so as to find a better world. Leader, that would be Jackson, a man of great wisdom. He has withdrawn to his cavern of communion, the better to contemplate the unknowable. Only the righteous are trusted to know where this nexus of understanding lies. And alas, I am not so blessed. Alas, only the worthy may enter his nexus of meditation. He has not seen fit to enlighten me. Our most enlightened one divined that the fates themselves did decree the mansion must be burnt to the ground. It is a gift from the earth itself, in acknowledgement of our perfect balance with nature and the higher planes. She recognizes that we seek to leave behind the corrupt physical, and she nurtures us in our quest. Blessings to you on your journey.
You are new, and you are welcome. I am Croatoa. I am not so new. Not here. We dream of a better world, not falling apart like ours. And when we find a dream that makes us forget this world, we dream that we do not have to wake up. Look to Jackson. He is the one who knows. But do not strain to see him here. Jackson is away. That hill is holy. It must be cleared. Jackson told us this. Some went to fight. I stayed with Punga. Punga does not fight. Punga grows where it can. Punga knows what is important. Punga grows strong. I help Punga grow stronger. Punga understands me. I understand Punga. That is all it needs to be. It feels good to work with dirt, doesn't it? Some people call it work, but they don't understand. Take my shovel. It has seen much use and much dirt. Maybe it will help you, but be careful not to cut yourself with it. It can make you sick. Blessings to you on your journey.
Unburden your mind. Another new member? What, are we offering a special? Punga may have offered you wisdom, but it looks like it's still going to be a while before you really learn to accept it. Until then, you answer to me. I'm Woodrose, the tribe mother. Not so fast, grub. You haven't earned the right to go to the Transcendent Master's retreat. I'm Den Mother. I keep us safe and make sure everyone remembers to eat and sleep. It's more work than you might think. A lot of our members have transcended conscious thought. Someone's got to take care of them. Damn, you are wet behind the ears. Jackson leads us, and don't you forget, when he talks, you listen up and catch every word. Not that you'll be hearing much for now. He's off meditating. Jackson said he saw its destruction in a vision. There were some concerns, but when the leader says it's a mandate from beyond, you don't ask why. Are you kidding? Why wouldn't we? As much as we want to reject earthly desires, we still need to eat, right? It grows fast, fills you up, and you can make a lot of things with it. Anything it doesn't provide, we can get by trading it to outsiders. That shifty bastard Tobar's always looking to buy more from us. Blessings to you on your journey. Go past the flesh. Relax. Looks like another newbie in the tribe, and still able to string together whole sentences. Ain't you the lucky one? Hey now, I might still be 10 kinds of crazy. You don't even know me, and you can't tell just from looking. I could be friendly till she stabs you in the neck kind of crazy. Then where'd you be, smart Alec? All surprised and stabbed, that's where. But I'm not a vegetable, so I'm sane enough. The rest weren't so lucky when they got their heads cut open. You sure you're feeling okay in there? You might want to check your head for a scar. We all get 'em after going to that bog. You know, the last part of the ritual. After you pass out, they get a guy to bring you back, cut open your skull, and free your mind. As in, he rips out a bit of your brain. It's supposed to be the part that holds you back, but that doesn't always work out so good. Anyway, you look like a lively one, so welcome to the tribe. My name's Nadine. Off at his magical thinking cave, I guess. We're not allowed to know where it is. He says we're not enlightened enough to understand. I swear that sort of stuff pisses me off so much. I thought joining would be all drugs and magic, but it's just the same crap as everywhere else. Guess that's why I trailed Jackson to his stupid mystery cave. Sure, fine. Why not? I'm planning on ditching this place anyway. If you're about to cause trouble with Jackson, all the more reason. His cave's under the cathedral, but it's hard to find. Use this key to get in through a wrecked ship down at the sea cliffs to the east. When you find that old idiot, tell him thanks for all the punga I could steal. You're a lucky one, and it probably didn't do any permanent damage. Scar'll heal up on its own and you'll be good as new. Of course, you'll still be missing a chunk of brain, but it looks like you didn't need that bit anyway. Now hold still, and I'll see if I can help you look like your old self again. It's all a little fuzzy for me, but I've got a hunch. I'm gonna go do some snooping, see what I can figure out. Meet me by the riverboat in a day or so, and maybe I'll have something for you. Look, it's not that I don't want to go home or anything. I mean, I love my ma, even if she does make me want to claw my eyes out sometimes. It's just, I came out here to find a fortune, to make my mark, to be able to bring something with me when I do come back. If you see my mom again, let her know I'll be coming back eventually, just not quite yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was all Jackson's crazy idea. I knew better than to volunteer for that suicide mission. Last time I wandered too close to that mansion, some old ghoul sicked his dogs on me. Screw that. What is this, a date? You start making a move and it's stabbing time. What? There's not much to say. I ran off from home to see the world and find a fortune. And I'm doing it now, okay? Well, there's not much to say. Yeah, enough gabbing. Let's move.
Something troubles you? Be well.
Past the flesh.
Okay, I'll do it. Just point that thing somewhere else. My name is John Adlam, the son of Joseph Adlam, brother of Richard Adlam. 2 days ago, I was caught stealing from the group's claim. Today, with the consent of my father, I am to be shot and killed on the cliffs of the old cathedral by the hands of my brother Richard. With my execution, my punishment is exacted, and the Adlam name will be avenged. Let my punishment be a reminder to those who may be tempted to do as I did.
You made it past my traps? Get out of here, mister. Aren't you afraid the ghost will get you? Yeah, you better scram. If he looks you in the eyes, your brain will melt. Yeah, well, bullets work on everybody. Try me, mister. I dare you. Well, all right. But any funny business, and I'll pop you one. My name's Kenny, and I'm the boss of this mine. I don't know, mister. You didn't try to kill me, and you seem pretty nice for a grown-up. But still, how do I know I can trust you? Okay, fine. I guess you can hang out here. You can keep your stuff here, too. I won't mess with it. So, what do you want to do first? Play hide and seek or tag? Fine. I didn't want to play with you anyway. Hi, what's up? Did you know I once bagged a mirror 10 feet tall? I don't know. I ran away a long time ago. I live here all by myself. I wasn't born right. Mama hid me in the basement, and Pappy kinda just forgot about me. But I knew I had to go before I grew up. Look at me! I don't get the marks. I go around the wets and folk will shoot at me, thinking I was one of your type. I already told you I ran away. Shut up about it, all right? I got bored locked up in the basement all the time. So I started taking things apart and putting them back together again. Things aren't so strange when you can see all the stuff that makes them. You know, see something's insides? That's what the real thing is. I'm grown up enough already, and I'm the only thing I can be. Me. The grown-ups like my mom and pop just live in the wet. They're okay. They just don't trust outsiders like you. Most think I'm an outsider too, because I don't got the markings on me. I tend to stay away from the grown-ups. Except when they have a campfire. Some nights I hear them dancing. Then I sneak out to watch. Sure, I was getting tired of that anyway. I bet you can't beat me in a race. You look real slow. Anybody ever say you talk too much? Old Man Herzog's mine hole isn't much, but it's home. He was a mean old man, owned this mine 1,000,000 years ago, made the miners work real hard, and didn't give them any money or food for their kid. One day, a bunch of miners sat down and just stopped working. Old Man Herzog, he didn't like that. Not a bit. So he blew them all up with 1,000,000 tons of dynamite. No one wanted to work in the mine after that. Then old Herzog came down here and hung himself. They say his angry ghost still haunts the mine. That doesn't scare me, though. Swamp folk know old Herzog's mine hole, say it's haunted. So I knew most folk wouldn't want it this way, except outsiders like you. Doesn't usually take more than a clapperjaw and a leg to scare them off. I go out to play some days, and might bag me a shellman to eat. Most days, I just sit here with my stories and toys, though. Anybody? See ya, mister!
You infiltrated those tribals yet? And you didn't go track him down and grill him for information? I'm not your daddy. Don't waste your time checking in. Go find him and figure out what he wants with this place, you moron. Back to business.
You ain't have the look of a local, son. Think you could help a sick woman get on the mend? Reckon it's the orange fever. I do feel light in my head. Now that is just an awfully rude thing to say, sweetie. Oh, fine, maybe you're no hog's fool, but I reckon we both come out better if you can help me cook up some tonic. Secret family technique. Been so for generations. Help me brew some up by gathering ingredients. I'll share the batch to make it worth your while and sweeten the deal with 300 caps. Tell you what, have a bit. This is left over from an old batch, but should be a swig or two there. More'n enough to loosen you up, I'll wager. This and that. Let me know when you want to work out the details. There aren't too many ingredients, but I brew large batches, so we need a good bit of each. We'll need punga fruit, yeast, and some fishing batteries for that extra little kick. Wild fruit, eh? Just as good, if a slight weaker for flavor. We need to gather up the ingredients. Well, we'll need yeast. You can find it about anywhere, but there's a big stash on the boardwalk. 3 sacks is enough. You best keep this one to yourself, sweetie. The family tonic gets real kick from our secret ingredient. We need just a little bit of battery acid. Oh, don't look like that now. You reckon I'd be around to tell you about it if it weren't safe enough? Bring me 6 fishing batteries and I'll scrape 'em into the mix. I thought you'd never ask. Could it now? I suppose you'd know how to see to that, wouldn't you? I reckon you've got a deal, sweetie, but I better notice a difference in the tonic. Thanks for mending the still, sweetie. For this fee, the tonic had better taste like honey, though. Why, I'm just folk. What more is there? Things aren't wonderful, but I reckon it's hard all around. My family's lived hereabouts since, well before the war, and I reckon we'll be here a long time yet. Here, I thought you were a quick one. Look, sweetie, I reckon you'd have shot me as soon as you walked in here if you weren't a kind soul, or at least an enterprising type. That old thing's been in my family for years and years. Well before the bombs, there was a time folks couldn't get no tonic by law, and my family did okay helping them get what they needed. Don't be...
Transcend.
Well, if it ain't my favorite out-of-towner. We need to gather up the ingredients. I see. Thank you kindly for these. We need to get... I thought so. Those things do carry a smell, don't they? Let me take them off your hands then. Brewing low and slow, sweetie. Process takes about a day. Why don't you come back in a piece? My, look at you. Good thing, sweetie. Tonics brewed and bottled. Here's your pay and a cut of the batch. Enjoy it. Don't be a stranger now. Just in time. Found out who went rooting around in our skulls, and you'll never guess who it was. As a totally unrelated hint, I'm in charge of his boat now. Yeah, looks like it. When the tribals would send someone to the swamp, he'd be waiting around to nab 'em when the Pungaseeds gassed 'em. He'd do his amateur surgery for the tribals and let us wander back, all in exchange for punga fruit to trade. Sweet little deal he had going on. Anyway, I figured you'd want a shot at some revenge, so I put him under citizen's arrest, sorta. Yeah, he seemed nice enough, didn't he? I wouldn't have figured it out if I hadn't snuck into his engine room while waiting for you. From the look of it, he kept every bit of gray matter he cut out, and he had quite a collection. You can take a look if your stomach's up to it. And while you're in there, feel free to give Tobar my love, preferably with the sharp end of a hot knife. First off, I'm claiming this boat. I put Tobar down, so it's mine. Them's the rules of the ocean. So that leaves me with a boat, a load of punga, and a wicked scar. Damn if I haven't earned that adventure I came out looking for. Think I'll take over running this ship. I can travel as I like and always head back to the wasteland to see Mom. Not a bad way to live, huh? Of course, you can always ride for free. Now that I've got this sweet boat, I guess I can head back home. For a while, anyway. Just wait till Mom sees the haul I'm bringing home. Yeah, enough gabbing. Let's move.
Well, if it isn't my favorite traveler. And oh, what a trip you were on.
Why, when you were under, you should have heard some of the things that came out of your mouth. But I suppose you're more interested in what came out of your head, aren't you? Murder? Really, what would your father say? I thought he raised you better than that. You had an awful lot to say about him when you were unconscious. And from the sound of it, he'd be very, very disappointed in what you've become. Sounds like he didn't spank you enough as a kid. Maybe I can make up for his lost time.